Hi, first grade. I'm going to teach you a little bit more about multisyllable words. We learned yesterday that multisyllable words have different sets of rules. The vowels in our multisyllable words can either make it sound or its name. It doesn't need any other letters to help it. It's a little bit different than what we're used to. Now, that's only true about words that have more than one syllable. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about how we determine what those words say. So I want you to think. We know that vowels are very, very important. Every word has a vowel. We also know that's true about syllables. Every syllable has a vowel. Let's take a look at my board. So I have a word written here on my board, and I'm going to teach you how we decide where the syllables are to practice reading. So the very first thing we do is we spot the vowels. What vowels do you see in this word? Do you see any? Yeah, I see the letter O. And I see the letter E. They are both on vowel tone. So we know this word has how many vowels? 2. So that means it also has 2 syllables because every syllable has a vowel. So we're going to learn about doing the vowel bump today. So when we see a new word we don't know, and we see more than one vowel, we know it's probably a multisyllable word. So we do a little dance called the vowel bump. We look at our first vowel. In this word, it's our O. And we bump our vowel into the next letter. So when I bump my O, I see a Z right next to it and then another vowel. So our rule goes like this. When my vowel bumps into one letter, I get none. It means my syllable gets no letters with it after my vowel. If I bump into 2 letters, then I get 1 and my second syllable gets 1. So we said in this word, we bumped into 1, so I get none. So I'm going to divide my word right here. Now I'm going to practice reading each syllable. Let's read the first one. Ah, fra. And let's read our second one. Zen. Frozen? Wait, that's not a word I know. Let's try giving my vowel his name hat. Let's make him say his name. So let's sound that out again. O. Fro, zen, frozen? Yeah, that made sense. My word is wearing its name hat. Remember, that's our big fancy hat that has that straight line across the head. So I gave it a straight line. We call that a long vowel. So in this word, my first vowel is saying his name or his long vowel sound. Frozen. Let's try another one. Let's see if we can read this word. Don't shout it out if you know it. Ooh, this one looks tricky. I'm going to have you help me read it. Do you remember our first step? What do we have to do? We have to spot our vowels. How many vowels do you see in my word? What are they? I see an A, and I see an I. So we know there are 2 vowels. That means 2 syllables. All right, our first one's going to do what? The vowel bump. If I bump into 1, I get none. If I bump into 2, there's 1 for me and 1 for you. So let's do the vowel bump. My letter A bumps into 2 letters before the next vowel. I bump into 2, 1 for me, one for you. So I'm going to split it right down the middle of those two. All right, let's sound out our first syllable. We're going to start with the sound hat. Remember, that's our baseball cap, the rounded bill. Let's see if it makes it sound. Ban, ban, it, dit. Bandit? That sounds familiar. Let's try the name hat just to see what happens. Bane, bane, it, dit. Bandit? No, it must be the word bandit. There we go. We'll try one more just so you get the hang of doing the vowel bump. All right, here's my next word. Don't shout it out if you know this word because I need to learn how to sound it out. All right, step one, spot our vowels. What vowels do you see? Do you see this U? He lives on Vowel Town. Any other ones? Yep, our I lives on Vowel Town. Two vowels, that means 2 syllables. All right, my first vowel is going to do the vowel bump. He bumps into 2 before the next vowel. Do you remember that rule? If I bump into 1, I get none. If I bump into 2, 1 for me, 1 for you. So we're going to divide it right in the middle. All right, let's try the sound hat, our baseball cap. Let's see what happens. Un, ill, till, until. That's a word I know. Let's try our name hat just to be sure. Remember our name hat has that long fancy top? All right. Yoon, ill, till, until? No, that doesn't make sense. I think it must be until. I think we were right the first time. All right, see if you can practice reading some more multi-syllable words today. Remember how to do that vowel bump. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.